Yo, what's up, guys? Just trying to make this go live. Let's do it. Yo, what's up, guys? Back again. Gonna do some more live calls. Make some offers, hopefully. We got a couple people that we should be able to get on the phone here. See if she. Calling a lead up in Port St. Joe. Looks like a mobile home. Needs quite a bit of work.
You're trying to reach is not available.
Hopefully it's not another day of just dialing, but we can get some people on the phone. She's listed for sale by owner, but almost a year now. Long time.
Trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey Tammy, this is Daniel Oakes. I was calling you about your property in Port St. Joe. Was giving you a call just to discuss. Wanted to see if I could make you an offer. Feel free to give me a call back or shoot me a text. Thanks. That girl's hard to get a hold of. My lead manager set an appointment with her, and then the next day, her phone was disconnected, and it was disconnected for like a week. But I think she finally got it back, because my lead manager talked to her again. So, at some point during that, she got on the phone with her. Let's try to call. Still want to do this seller finance live. So I'm going to see if we can get her on the phone. She's got 6 properties, looking to sell or finance them. That's nice. Palm Coast. Hi, is this Vita?
Hello. This is Vita. Daniel, hi. I was actually having you on the list to call today. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I was traveling for the past week, and I know Armando has been sending me this leads, interested buyers. Yeah, so I have a time, perfect timing though. I was about to give a call in 2 minutes, actually. I was looking at, the list. So, yeah.
Awesome.
So you're inquiring about the duplexes, correct?
Yeah, correct. Armando had kind of mentioned that you were, kind of interested in like doing a seller finance type of situation. Is that true?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I actually bought them less than a year ago, and I have my own goals and plans with this portfolio. I bought them individually, but certain things had changed, and I'd like to get liquidity out of it. And I'm considering to do the seller financing with certain down payment. And are you buying it for yourself, or you have buyers?
I potentially might partner up with some people, depending on like kind of how many and kind of the situation. So it just kind of depends. But I'm an investor down here in Florida, so I would be interested in at least a couple of them for myself.
Yeah. So I mean, I have a rate locked in for 6.9, and like I said, it depends on the amount of the down payment. I would consider longer terms, with the balloon, but amortization 30 years.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
And so it just depends on, what is your, because I think I might have told you, right, the asking price for them.
Yeah, so I see that they're all kind of listed, correct?
They're listed with my real estate agent. I've been working with her for a few years, and but they just listed, their just to see some activity and just to show that there's you know,
Yeah,
properties, available here in Palm Coast for investors.
definitely.
Yeah,
And they're all new builds, it looks like, or at least in the last couple of years, it seems like.
they actually built less than a year, all of them.
Okay.
I bought them last year. The first two duplexes I closed in July. The third one I closed in August, and the last two I closed in September, and they were just done after the construction.
Okay. Gotcha. And are they? I think Armando had sent me over some like rent rolls. So are they all pretty much rented right now?
They're rented. I use a property management company here, but initially I wanted to do the rent to own programs and lease with option to purchase. But I was quite busy over this past year that I just kind of hired the property management company. Of course, they take percentage out of it. But if you look into just find your own tenants yourself, or do you have somebody assigned to do that for you without paying monthly fees to the property management company, you're going to have a better cash flow with that, of course.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. And then you mentioned that you're trying to get some liquidity. So what are you kind of looking for? As far as down payments, do you have something in mind that you're looking for?
Yeah, so it depends, of course, on the down payment. So we're looking between 10-15%, and it all depends on which down payment is the buyer can come up with. I'll think of a longer term. I can go up to 10 years. So depends on the down payment that the buyer can come up with. But amortization of 30 years at 6.9, like I have the rate locked in.
Yeah. And that's fine with us. Typically we're looking for kind of a balloon around like year 7 to 10. But are we okay if we amortize the loan over 30 years?
Yes, that's what we're doing. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I
do have actually one potential buyer for one of the duplexes. They're going to be here on June 12th. They want to look at the property. They're moving out from different state here, and they're looking to buy it in August.
Okay.
It's a bigger duplex, the corner lot. It has a little bit bigger square footage. It's the same concept, like the interior and everything, similar construction like the other four.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little bit bigger square footage, and it's a corner lot. It has separate driveways to facing opposite different streets, so it's a corner lot.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
that one is that one's a fixed. I buy it for $630. Well, I listed it for $615 just to kind of have a maybe like a quicker sale. But yeah, I'm looking for please like I said, 10-15% down payment at this point for the seller financing.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. And that's kind of the range that we look at as well. So, but that's why I wanted to touch base with you before I just, start evaluating the properties and stuff, because I talked to some people and they want seller finance, but they want, 30 or 50% down. It's like, well, at that point, we can just go get a loan on it. But, so awesome. And it seems like it's,
and the rates right now also, higher than what I bought it for. And of course, it makes sense for the right buyer.
Yeah.
If they know what to do with it, especially for the down payments, if they know how to recap it faster through this programs like rent your own lease option, absolutely they can quickly recap that, funds,
Yeah.
to quite a bit of demand here. So, do your buyers or partners, do they provide those programs like rent your own or lease with option to purchase?
Yeah, occasionally. I know someone in the Orlando area that does that quite a bit, like lease to owns and things like that. Typically we're looking for it as more of like rental properties, especially if we can, cash flow on it. And one
Yeah.
question for you is, like, as far as rental restrictions, are there any rental restrictions on them?
Like what specifically?
Like, could we short-term rental as well as long-term rentals?
You mean restrictions in the area here?
Yeah.
I don't know specifically. I was looking into that, but I don't know. It's a duplexes. So I thought about it, but I didn't explore that route. But you can definitely, either, do it yourself, or I can call the county also find out. But so far as I know, no.
Okay.
But this is my best guess right now, because I think it's still doable with duplexes for the like short-term midterm rentals for sure.
Okay.
Because I also consider midterm rentals or like rent to own or lease options, also,
Yeah.
which still allows you to control the property and take advantage of tax benefits and everything. Appreciation, even going that route, you just kind of get the larger down payments, from those programs.
Yeah, definitely.
You know.
Okay. And then I think you mentioned that you have a loan on it with an interest rate. So do you kind of have an idea of, what interest rate you're looking for on this seller finance?
Well, I thought, to make it seem like 6.9, but like I said, it's all about, how much of the down payment we can, because, like I said, ideally would be right now 15%, but I'm thinking, to consider between 10, 15, depends on the terms needed and the other factors. So, but because initially I wanted like a 20%, but I want to sell it quicker. That's why I'm going down a little bit. So, but it all depends, of course, what terms you need and how much money you can bring to the down payment.
Okay.
And it's still a good rate for right now.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. I think that's all the information that I need. I'll kind of run some numbers, and see kind of where we would be at. Is there like a good time for me to give you a call back? Maybe like.
You can call me actually anytime. I was just, because I know for the past week I was traveling and I was in California. I spent time with kids. I'm also busy. And it was just a family time that I much needed. But you can call me anytime now. So I'm back to work. So you can call me anytime. I work until late, so you can call me as late as 10 p.m. Even 11 if if that's necessary and emergency. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. I'll text you. So I'll text you once I kind of have some numbers ready, and then we can schedule a time.
Okay.
But yeah, it's definitely something I'm interested in. So.
Absolutely.
Let me see if I can work something out.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you know if your partners and buyers are looking to have their own renters, or like I said, if they want to explore other options like rental and lease options? Do you know that for a fact, or you still have to talk to them?
Well, they would probably be looking for it more as rental properties. Especially for like the duplex. I think it's going to be better to do it more as just rentals versus the lease to own.
But it's very appealing, I noticed how in this market, just to give you a little bit of feedback, in this market, it's actually very appealing, for people who, let's say, cannot qualify just yet. They need a little bit more time to save money, whatever. Because, with this right now listed on the MLS, we have quite a bit of interest in people buying it for themselves as a primary residence, and, just having the other tenant, stay.
Yeah.
So that's still doable with duplexes, this kind of programs, and it's quite a bit of appealing too.
Okay.
So instead of like a single family home, because, I kind of see a lot of interest in those options.
Gotcha. And
some of the leases are coming up, for renewal, but like you will not have. I mean, if you want to go the different route and have like a tenant buyer for one of the units, let's say of the property, you can definitely do so. You can list it, for the rental or lease option. but some of them, their leases are coming up for renewal, and you know, whether you want to extend it or just, yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you can call me anytime, and definitely ask me any questions that you need, and
Yeah. Well, last question I have for you is, as far as when you purchased them, did you purchase with mortgages or did you purchase them all cash?
With mortgages. That's why I have this
Okay.
6.9 rate. Yeah, but I put 25% down. It wasn't an investment property.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. And do you want us to take over some of those mortgages? Like, if we take those over subject to, or what? You know, what do you?
I could just hold a note, and like I said, I can hold the note, and you just continue making payments. Or we can have an escrow account open, so the payment's going to be done, through escrow account. If not, then you can either make it directly yourself, or I can still continue making it. So
Okay.
it can be, especially familiar with the wraparound mortgage, right?
Yeah.
It's up to the wraparound. So yeah, that could be just on the wraparound for the most part.
Okay. Yeah, no, it definitely makes sense. Okay. Awesome. Any other questions for me, or I'll try to run some numbers and get back to you either tomorrow afternoon or might be like Monday or Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, pretty much no. If you have any questions, call me, but that's about it.
Awesome.
Call me anytime, Daniel. Thank you so much for calling me back again, and
Yeah.
on the time for that. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much, Vita. You have a good one.
All
We'll talk
right.
soon.
You too. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. I mean, it's an interesting deal. 6.9% interest rate isn't super attractive. That's not great. But there's probably a little bit of wiggle room there. We'll probably talk to her, especially if we do a 15% down on maybe a couple of them. We're going to have to run numbers, though. I don't even know. I'll say if she's cash flowing on that. That might be why she's trying to get rid of them, because she's not cash flowing. Especially if she's got a property management company and other things like that in there. So, yeah. But, I mean, definitely an interesting opportunity. And she seems pretty reasonable, just like the guy in Raleigh that we were talking to yesterday. I mean, you want somebody who's logical, who's going to work with you, who understands the numbers. She owns 6 properties, so she's got to understand the numbers somewhat. But I have a feeling that she might not be cash flowing on it. That's why she's trying to sell it. So, which would be a bad situation, because how are you going to sell that? That's maybe why she's doing the lease to owns. So, might be hitting up my girl Carol in Orlando, have her walk me through some of that. This property went on market just recently, so I'm going to make this. That property, I was looking at a lead I was about to call, but they just went on market 2 days ago, so I don't really like to give offers to somebody who's on market for 2 days. It's just not going to be the best use of time. I'll talk to this guy Milton. He's a little bit rural though. No, let's skip that one. Just too rural. I'm trying to avoid those. It's too rural as well. Let me get something down like South Florida or something like that. That's cool though. 6 properties, could be some opportunity there. She's got them listed though. So I don't know how, but it doesn't mention anything about seller finance in her listings. So Might have like the opportunity there. This guy just went on market too 2 days ago. We're 2 days too late to some of these leads. Gotta be quicker. Be quicker than that. See what we call. Try to get on the phone with Kenneth. This guy's in Cape Coral. I feel like I might have talked to him before. Maybe not. I don't want to talk about land. Alright. Any questions or anything like that, feel free to throw them in the chat. I'll check them out in a little bit and see if I can answer any of them for you guys. Alright, here's some good leads. Just line this up like 3 leads that are a good area. So we've got, sorry, my stuff's a little slow to load. Michael got a property in Lauderhill. Alright, not on market, so this is off market property, which is what we want. Let me see if there's a deal. No. Cool. I don't even know if anybody's talked to him yet. Alright, let's start dialing this guy.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished recording, press pound to...
Right to voicemail.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished recording, press pound. To cancel, press star.
Hey Michael, this is Daniel Oakes. I was giving you a call about your home in Lauderhill. I was curious if you're still interested in selling. Would love to chat about it if you are. The best phone number to reach me at is 305-990-8269. Thanks. Alright, then we got this guy, Boca Raton. Got any real motivation here? Really no comments here, so let's have the call with him. Peter. Hey, is this Peter?
That's me.
Hey, Peter, it's Daniel Oakes. I was calling you about your home on Southwest 7th Street in Boca Raton.
Yeah, a very nice house.
Yeah, are you still looking to sell it?
Where?
Are you still
Which house?
8926 Southwest 7th Street?
I'll sell anything.
Okay. Gotcha. And do you have a price in mind that you'd be looking to get for that one?
No, that you called me. I didn't call you.
Okay. No worries. I can figure it out. I just need a little bit more information. You got a few minutes?
Yeah, but don't jerk me around like you guys usually do. I'll give you a minute, but the minute you start jerking me around, I'll hang up. I mean, I get 20 of these calls sometimes a day.
Gotcha. Do you own a lot of properties in the area?
Yeah, let's talk about 8926.
Okay. Yeah, so, it looks like it's a 3-2, a little bit under 1,500 square feet. Is that correct?
That's right.
All right, awesome. So how's like the condition? Can you tell me a little bit about it?
The condition is fair. It hasn't been updated. It hasn't been updated since maybe 2002.
Okay. And does that include like the major items like roof and HVAC?
The roof hasn't been updated, but the AC has been updated, I think, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that.
Okay. But so the roof will need to be replaced, it seems like?
No, it doesn't need to be replaced. It's not leaking. There's nothing wrong with it.
Okay. But has it been replaced in the last 15 years though? Because that's the new thing down here in Florida.
No, it hasn't been replaced in the last 15 years.
Okay.
2002 was like 21 years ago.
Okay. I mean, just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of look at numbers real quick. I think that, you know, if we need to do all the updating and stuff, is it tenant occupied right now?
You don't need to do all the updating stuff. You can rent it for $3,000 without a problem.
Okay. Is that what you're renting for currently, or is it vacant?
Right now I'm renting it for 31.
Okay. Very nice. And are they on a yearly lease, or could we have it vacant at closing?
They're a yearly lease. The lease is up in June, and I'm going to just raise their rent probably when I get home tonight.
Okay. Well, I mean, if we purchased it, would you be willing to keep them on a month-to-month lease?
Would I what?
Would you be willing to keep them on a month-to-month lease?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, they would go along with that. They don't care.
Yeah. Awesome. I mean, that would be our preference.
All right.
You know, and it's as-is condition. You know, we would be right around kind of like the 335, 340 mark.
You're out of here. Thank you. Have a good day.
He wasn't happy about that. But he didn't want to give me a number. Should have pushed him more for the number. You know, but that's actually a pretty good lead for us. Because, I mean, you can tell he's an older gentleman. You know, he wasn't super interested in selling, but he would sell if the right number comes around. You know, but eventually he's going to get to that point where, hey, you know, I don't want to put these updates in. You know, he hasn't updated since 2002. So he's not a guy that's doing renovations. He's not going to do renovations. He's going to milk it dry as long as he can rent it for a decent price. You know, but in 6 months from now, or a year from now, June again. Plus he has a lot of other properties, so we may need to look this guy up and see what else he's got. Because eventually he's going to retire and want to sell those, and there's no way he's going to get market value for them unless he starts replacing roofs, you know, he said 2002, so it's a full rehab. You know, put 60,000 into that. Doesn't really have an asking price, but it's actually a pretty good lead. I'm gonna have to talk to in the future. Let's talk to this guy in Naples. See what he's got going on. This looks like a fixer for sure. This guy, I don't know if he's got any motivation. He looks like he might not have any, but we'll give him a call. Motivation model here.
Hello?
Hey Jose, it's Daniel Oakes.
What's up?
Yeah, it's Daniel Oakes. I was calling you about your home in Naples.
Okay.
Yeah, 2761 Storter Ave. Are you still looking to sell it?
What's the problem in that property?
What? Say that again?
What's the problem?
No problem. I was just curious if you were interested in selling.
I don't have any time for sale.
You don't have any time right now?
No.
Okay. Can I give you a call back tomorrow? Nope. He's more of a warm lead. He's also, I think he's Spanish speaking, really. So I should. If anybody's Spanish speaking wants to join our team, we got leads for you. But not a terrible lead, potentially. Looking at some of the notes. He actually looks like he's updating it. It looks like he updated almost everything 2 years ago. Which probably was like right around the hurricane that came through. Hurricane Ian. I would say about 2 years ago. We're coming up on 2 years. See who else we can get on the phone. Yeah, we just gotta sort through some of those. This guy. I tried that guy. Tried him. See if we can get this guy on the phone, Philip. 811 Turner Street. Okay, this looks like a good opportunity here. He wants to sell because insurance is out of hand. Let me pull this up. Looks like we've already got a valuation model done, which is nice. Kind of make this a little bit easier. Try to make 1 or 2 more offers here. 275 Turner Street. Ooh. Maybe we'll go a little bit higher than that, if that's correct. 4.3. Is it really a 4.3 though? Pulling it up on county records real quick. Pinellas County. Alright, let's give him a call. Hey, is this Philip?
Yeah.
Hey, Philip, it's Daniel Oakes. I was giving you a call about
Who?
Daniel Oakes. I was giving you a call about your home in Clearwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was curious if you were still looking to sell.
As I've told you people, everything is for sale. Okay? Look at the values in my neighborhood and then we'll talk from there, man. I'm tired of telling you people that. I don't know how you buy anything. Everything in life is for sale. It's how bad do you want it?
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
It makes a lot of sense.
Okay, well then that's where I'm at. The house across the street from me just sold for $485,000. I'd probably start at $500,000.
Okay. And is your property fully upgraded?
Yes.
Okay. So no work or anything like that?
Unless you want to change the color of the paint, that's about the only thing I can think of.
Okay. Nice. And then major items like roof and HVAC? Are those, in good
The
condition?
roof's probably, hold on, man. The roof's probably 6-7 years old. HVAC, probably the same. I have a rental apartment in the back. I get $1,000 a month for that.
Okay.
I don't rent the house. I don't live there. I live in Tennessee now, but it's my homestead. It's my house.
Gotcha.
So,
And the
I was
main...
just there about a month ago, so.
Nice. And the tenants, they're taking good care of it?
They're not in the house. I have a segmented apartment. Yes, very much. Very good.
Okay. Yeah, but they're still living, on the property.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're looking for starting at 500,000?
At least.
Okay.
And next year it'll be 550. The way things are going. I know you're calling me from Miami down that way, but it's the same situation, man. They want Clearwater to look like Miami, and they're doing a pretty good job. And they're snapping up all the little houses and stuff where I live. So right now, to me, it's just an investment. I mean, it's been paid for 25 years, man. But
Yeah.
there is a time I'm going to sell it, but I'll probably do it myself. Put a sign out front, it'll be gone. But
Yeah.
I'm not doing that right now. But I'm entertaining all offers. But I don't know how you people buy and sell stuff. All you want to do is ask questions.
Well, I mean, how do you expect us to buy a property without knowing more about it? It's not like there's
Okay,
pictures
but
online.
Don't you want to come by and look at it or do something like that? I mean, have one of your people up there come by and look at it or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't, all this.
potentially would. I'd want to see that we were kind of on the same page with price, though, before I did that. I'm kind of seeing some much larger homes are selling for kind of that price, but I think that even on market, it would be hard to get 500,000.
I don't know what you're looking at comparables in my neighborhood because there are no large homes in my neighborhood.
Okay, I mean, there's one that sold in a year ago for 460, and it was 2,300 square feet.
Yeah, that's right across the street. And that house is a piece of junk, carpentry-wise. It's got a little more property, but that guy probably spent 150 to get 460.
What do you mean? So he spent 160? What does that mean? As in far as renovations?
Right, because he wanted to turn it, so by the time he bought it and then spent that and got what he got, he might have broke even.
Gotcha.
He made a little money.
Okay. Yeah, let me dig a little bit deeper. If I can get to that around the 500,000, is that something you'd be ready to move forward with?
Probably not, because like I said, next year it'll, and I don't have to do anything with it, but, next year it'll probably be 50 grand more. So,
Okay.
all right, man, have a good one.
All right. Thanks, Philip. He's not even interested in selling, but just walk me through all of it. He's got some motivation. I think he's just asking full market value from what I'm seeing. I need to look at some of these comps because one of them was a cash sale at 520, but I think it was a fourplex. This is a triplex. It sold for 535. It's a little bit outdated of a comp though. It's back in May of last year, so he doesn't seem super motivated though. Anyways, he seems frustrated. He must get a lot of calls, but he lives in Pinellas County, so we're gonna be getting calls all the time. Yeah, I feel like Cool. I'm gonna hop off though. Gonna take a little break and then make some more calls. If you guys have any questions